Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day. That's right. It's Wednesday finally, folks. It's another edition of Midweek Medicine I got for you. Y'all probably disappointed the wife not here with me and everything right now, but that's something different. This is what I do. This is the midweek medicine. This is the dose for you. I'm Miguel Brown, your mindset motivator. Let's dive into it. The last couple of days or so, I've had a couple of people, that say, Miguel, one thing that we hear you say all the time is how you learn to trust the process and going through the stuff that you had to go through. Like, how do you do that? How do you fall in love with the process? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Falling in love with the process, not just trusting the process. Um, let's paint this picture. Let's do it like this. Okay, so let's say you got two individuals, right? And complete strangers, they meet each other. They have some good conversation, decide to go out. Some more conversation happens. They start talking a little bit more, go out a little bit more, a couple of dates and things like that. A few dates to movies, dinner, things like that turn into a little bit more serious where they're talking a little bit more and they're starting to share a couple of some things about each other so they can help each other learn each other, right? Let's say maybe month 2 month goes past. The individuals begin to let down certain guards about themselves because they're starting to trust the other person, right? And then trusting the other person, that means like it's some things that I can at this point I can tell you some things I can share about myself. It's some guards that I can let down, because of that trust. You feel a sense of security, and that this person actually has my best interest in heart. Some little bit more time go past, more dating and more thing. You might be become more exclusive, and it's just y'all two, and y'all really coming together and learning more about each other and each other's goals and ambitions and desires in life, and just living, loving, and laughing and having a good time. You eventually run across that after so much time together and things like that. The love aspect comes in there, and there's no time limit on this thing. You could have fallen in love after a month, 2 months, 6 months, whatever. It could be anything. Let's just say 6 months, and now you genuinely feel like you have fallen for this individual. Like, you are vetted in. Like, this is it. Like, I genuinely love this person with everything that I have. It's unconditional. I have no, even through going through some hard stuff, like, me and this person can stick it out. We can make it. We can go through it. This is where I want to be. Like, it's a deeper level of love. It's unconditional. Y'all in there for the long run because, like I said, you got each other's best interest in heart. You're there for one another. You trust each other, and it's all about longevity and the growth together and things like that. And painting that picture in pretty much what the process is like going through a relationship. Of course, I had to fast forward and everything. Let's look at your process as a love song, as a love story, right? In these love stories, you have your highs and your lows, your ups and your downs, your good times, your bad times. But through it all, you stick with it and you see it all the way through because you know that the outcome is better than what you're going through at that present time, right? So when we looking at the process that you may have to go through life, and I'm using this and I speak from this because as I'm writing the book and things like this, I'm learning how to describe this even better to help people get a grasp on what it really means to trust and fall in love with the process. So first, you start with the process that you go through. This is the relationship that you're in right now. That process, you and the process that you are about to endure, is the relationship that you're in right now. And at first, what you're dealing with, it's like hell to you. You don't know how you're going to get through it. It might be the hardest thing you've ever dealt with in your life. But the whole point of this process is to make you learn and grow and become better and evolve beyond your old ways, to show you the person that you truly are, the person that has this full potential and power and possibilities within, and it's untapped yet. When I was going through everything that I was going through, you know, the first thing that I thought when I got this DUI, lost my job, and all these other things, y'all know my story, um, is that I don't have time to sit and pout and waver. Like, I have to ride this thing out. I have to go through it and see what it is that I have to learn from this and how I'm going to get better and how I'm going to grow. I don't have the opportunity to sit and cry and soak. So I was already opened up to the process. Now it's hard. It's will break you down and make you feel like you need to cry things out, and like it hurts. You have doubts. Your faith may waver at times, but then some things happen and it gives you a little light. And when you get that little spark of light and you see, you know what, I am growing, I can make it through this. It's going to be hard, but I can do it. That's where the trust starts coming in. So now you're learning, like, what I'm about to go through, it's going to be hard, but I really know that this is for the benefit of me. So now some time goes through in what you're going through, right? And the processing that the step-by-step phase and what it's going to take for you to become this better individual, to become the better version of yourself, to learn what you need to let go, what you need to hold on to, what you need to improve on. All these things play a part in the processing of yourself in this relationship called process. So then now you've gotten to the point where you trust it. So then the falling in love aspect of the process comes in. Well, Miguel, once again, how do you fall in love with the process? See, in the trust phase, you learn that this benefits me. This will make me better. I have to learn things from this. This is a personal investment in myself. This is a relationship with myself. But before you can fall in love with the process, you gotta fall in love with yourself. You have to love yourself enough to know that you are worth going through what you're going through. You are worth reaping the benefits. You are worth getting the fruit from the seeds that you're planting while you're going through what you're going through. You are worth more than the situation that you're in. The situation that you're in does not define you. It's not who you are. It's character building. It's meant to build you up and show you. And because you can look back at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm the one that I have to go through this. I have to endure through this. Now, it might be some people that endure with you, but at the end of the day, the results are meant to affect you personally. So when you think about it, like, if you value yourself and you love yourself enough to know that I don't deserve to be here, I have to go through this process so that I can be here, then you'll start falling in love with the actual process, because you'll see that every step is a step that benefits you. Every step is a step that makes you stronger, makes you love better, makes you focus clear, makes you think on another level. Change your mind, change your life. Makes you it changes your relationships around you and how you handle people, how you handle work, how you handle working out, how you handle yourself. The whole love process. I'm in love with myself and seeing the person that I will become as I go through what I go through, okay? Falling in love with it. You gotta love yourself first before you can love the process in which you're enduring, because that process is gonna be hard as hell. Yes, I said hard as hell. It's gonna be tough, okay? Because think about, like I said, go back to the relationship. You fall in love with somebody, when it get hard, you don't run away. Y'all got to stick that thing out, argue it out, fight it out, talk it out, and then you get better, you improve, you see, apologize, forgive, and then you keep going. And now you apply those life lessons that you just learned to each other so that your relationship is better. Well, in the relationship between you and that process, that's what you got to do. And when you learn to not learn, first when you learn to trust the process, and then you get the emotional connection with the process of falling in love with it, and you really see the blessing and going through what you're going through, then you'll start evolving into this new person. Then going through what you're going through is not as easy, it's not as hard, as you thought it would be. Let me throw a quick scenario. Part of the reason why I started falling in love with my process is, one, I just learned as I'm writing this book that my father has been, the simple lessons that he's been teaching me all my life have prepared me to endure the things that I need to endure. Because, like, simple statements like, you make your bed, you got to lay in it. There are consequences to every action that you have. Those are simple statements, but in between your actions and your consequences, it's a long road. It's a process in there to deal with those consequences, right? So, example, when I lost the job and everything, and I'm just scraping up all kind of little jobs, I'm delivering little furniture and wine and all this. My boy Biggie called me up. He said, "Look, I got this quick job, pay you about 75, 100. It's way out Stratford, Stafford, VA. Stratford, I think I'm saying that right. Stratford, VA, right? I lived in Maryland. I'm like, man, it's like I had to pick this piece of furniture up at 9 o'clock. I'm like, it's late. Wife say, I'll go with you, babe. I was like, for real? You gonna go with me? Like, really? She's like, yes, I'll go with you. Like, you just gotta tell me what to do. My wife, my ride or die, gets in this van with me. We drive out to Stratford to pick up this couch, and we get the thing loaded up, and we're having this great conversation in there, and we're learning more things about each other. And I can look at my wife and say, like, this is my one. This is my go-to. This is my grow-through partner. This is my go-through partner. Like, she's here for me. She's here. She's personally invested in us, in me, and seeing where I come and where I'm going. Like, and we delivered that couch together. Of course, I did all the work. She didn't really have to do anything. We delivered that couch and everything, but our bond grew tighter. And as I look back at it, that was part of my process. It helped me and my wife get to another level. It helped me and my wife see each other in another light, And then I think about now, when I thought about this earlier, it made me, I actually teared up. And I thought I would cry a little bit now. But everything that my wife has put into our marriage, our family, our relationship, wow, that I'm going through the process and what I need to go through now. Yes, she's going through her process too, but to have a personal investment in me, it's like, man, that's amazing. But that's all because she's learned to trust the process. She's learned to fall in love with the process and the benefits of falling in love. The benefits of falling in love are amazing when the two individuals in the relationship are on the same page, paragraph, and line, are just working together. It's a cohesiveness together, and that's what going through the process is about. You got to be in sync with what it is that you're going through every step of the way, and the process will guaranteed make you better all around when you're finished with it. But you got to trust it. Don't go against it. Don't try to fight it. As you trust it, you'll fall in love with it. And when you fall in love with it, you get that emotional connection to what it is you're going through, because now you can see your real benefits. You can see that this is a personal investment in myself, in my self-development, in my personal growth, in my business growth, all that. Then you'll really learn to go through your go-through in a whole new light and accept what it is you're experiencing and how you're changing for the better. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope what I've said to you will touch you in ways that, it has worked for me and it has touched me. I've been able, because I learned to fall in love with the process, I've been able to do things on a different level. So this is Miguel Brown once again. Today was your midweek medicine, that special dose for you. I'm not sure if me and the wife are doing something tonight, but we'll let you know. Until then, I'll check you guys later. See you on the next one. Y'all be blessed. And remember, change your mind, change your life. Things gonna happen for you.